Alrighty, y'all. Hello and welcome back. We are looking at high-speed trains. Somehow I haven't looked at this. I was told that they were surprised I haven't looked at this, and you're right. This was suggested to me by Joaquin, so thank you so much for that. This is just like a quick compilation of some various trains around Europe in different countries, and I'm really excited for this because I cover a lot of different transportation things. I love learning about different vehicles and stuff like that, and I feel like this is going to be right up my alley. This is also something we're famously lacking in the U.S. I think we have one of the top, cargo train networks in the world, but when it comes to passenger rail and passenger train culture, it seems to be very far behind here and just not a thing, which is a shame because from what I have seen, it looks so intriguing and appetizing, right? The fact that, if I could go multiple states away really fast in a high-speed train and just kind of relax on the train, not have to worry about driving there or then going through an airport and flying there, that would be awesome. But unfortunately, it just doesn't seem to be a thing here. This video comes to us from a channel called Michael Neutrons, and it's a longer video. We're only going to be looking at a couple clips here, so use the link down below so you can watch their whole video and definitely browse their channel. Let's get straight into this. I am excited for this. So here we go. So I think the first one is España, or Spain. Oh my God. Whoa. I'm sorry, I am not used to that. I knew going in, high-speed trains. Boy, there's nothing like a train, right? That was freaking fast. I did not expect one to come right after the other way. This guy got me. That second train. Holy smokes, dude. Okay. Why don't we have this? This is freaking awesome. I have to mention, everything always looks slower and less spectacular on camera. And this looked fast and spectacular on camera, which means these things are hauling ass. Oh my God. Look at that. Right through a mountain. Into another one. Yo, that is freaking awesome. Look at this. Oh my God, that is crazy, dude. Wow. What a cool looking unit, too. There's a good look at it. Wow. That thing is like super cool looking. I wonder how long has, I'm sure it varies per country, but how long has this been a thing? Like, we're talking about these kind of high-speed trains. I wonder how long it's been. I'll have to look some of this up towards the end. Alrighty, so now we have France. Let's see what we have going on in the French high-speed scene. Another beautiful area. Eurostar, okay. Dude, that sound. Oh my God. Wow. Look at that landscape, too. Now, this station's crowded. The other ones were kind of empty. Dude, that makes such a crazy sound. That right? Whoa. All right. Dude, that gives me goosebumps. You might be thinking, why is this so fascinating to this guy? Because we don't have this. That's why. If this is like a normal thing around wherever you're watching this from, you got to understand how freaking crazy that is. I think it's awesome. And I also think it's mind-blowing that this is in somewhere as, you know, rich as the U.S. Why isn't this a thing, man? What on earth? These are crazy. Now we're going to Germany. Remember, we are skipping tons and tons of clips here. This is a big compilation, so use the link down there. Well worth it. Watch this whole video. Okay, Germany. Here we go. All white and red. Admittedly, this one looks a little slower. This one looks a little faster. Remember, I think it's going faster than the camera may lead on, right? But for some reason, it looks slower than other ones. Although it doesn't look slow, still looks fast. That's a cool looking one. This might look faster because it's right here. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's going fast. That's don't let it fool you. That's going fast. Although I have to guess that one is slightly slower than the French and the Spain versions. But I'll try and see if I can find this info. All right, and then one from Switzerland as well. Right out of a tunnel. That's a cool train. Wow, that was a big one too. Man. Look at it moving this sign like whoosh, right? That is a lot of mass moving with ferocity, man. With like, that is crazy. Look at this. Look at that. That is insane. Oh my God. How have I not looked at these yet? This is absolutely game-changing, man. What a cool idea, right? I mean, why is not... It makes it super frustrating that this is not a thing in the U.S. I mean, look at the comments here. The fact Americans would rather have another 10-lane highway than this is mind-boggling. Accurate. We're a weird place, man, for sure. As an American, thank you for sharing. Not used to this here in the States. I'm telling you, we're missing out. How fast are trains in each? Let's see if it pulls up some good data. Okay, so France, the TGV can reach speeds up to 320 kilometers per hour. Oh my goodness. Which is 199 miles per hour. That's just round up. Let's say 200. But it can only reach 220 kilometers per hour or 137 miles per hour on conventional tracks. Okay, so so the high-speed network is obviously going to be slightly different than conventional tracks. Still, I'd say, 220 kms on conventional tracks is still fast, right? You're still covering some ground. But of course, 320 or 199 miles per hour, that's incredible. Let's see, the ICE trains in Germany can reach speeds of the same, 320 kilometers per hour on high-speed lines and up to 230 kms or 130 miles per hour on upgraded conventional lines. Okay, this is insane. We did not see a clip of this. But this says that high-speed trains in Italy can reach speeds of up to 400 kilometers per hour, which is 248 miles per hour. Now, I know trains and planes and cars are all different, so obviously trains would feel different than a car. But I can only think in my head, because I've never, I don't have access to trains like this, nor do I have a car that can go 250 miles per hour. I can only imagine that would be a little freaky. Though, I think that's just my head telling me that. I am sure... when we're talking about high-speed rail doing 250 miles per hour, I'm sure it's actually pretty smooth. I mean, it's designed to go that fast. So that must feel incredible, though. Just the fact that you're covering that much ground. What a concept, man. Wow. Moving on to Spain. These can reach 310 kilometers per hour on Europe's longest high-speed network, which connects many Spanish cities. So that is awesome. Good for them. I mean, that's freaking cool, dude. All right, now let's look up the highest speed trains here in the U.S. Something tells me it won't be quite this impressive. So this is what it pulls up for the U.S. I guess Amtrak's, I've never even heard of this. The Acela, or the Acela, is the fastest passenger train in the U.S., reaching speeds of up to 150 miles per hour or 240 kilometers per hour. So that is legitimate. I mean, that's just as fast as some of these European trains, but it's only in the Northeast corridor. So let's see if I can actually click on this. I mean, this looks legit. That's pretty cool. I did not know we had that. I'm going to guess this is not, been around forever. I guess for like 20 years. That's shocking. I don't know how I haven't heard of this. Probably because I don't live anywhere near the Northeast. The U.S. is huge. I've lived in the Midwest and the Southwest, right? So we're talking like New Mexico, Texas, Illinois. These are all very far away from New Jersey, and like this is pictured here. So this runs between Washington, D.C. And Boston via 13 intermediate stops, including Baltimore, New York City, and Philadelphia. So this is like really one of the only high-speed rail connections we have. I do think that's awesome. It's better than nothing, right? I also did not know about this. So you learn something new every day, even about your own country. It only runs at high speed, though, by the way. Only over 49, let's just say 50 miles or 80 kilometers over that whole 735-kilometer route. So, that's not very impressive. I'm not sure why that is, right? I'm sure there's multiple reasons why, but, that 50 miles will go by quick going that fast. That's awesome. But the rest of it's probably, relatively slow. So it's like hope. It's like a tease almost, but it's not, what we want. I mean, you want to be cruising for a long time at those speeds. So that's very interesting. It mentions another one, Brightline, rides along Florida's East Coast, and that one does around 125 miles per hour. Again, I'm not sure for how long or whatever. So this is our only East Coast, which arguably is the most, different part of the U.S. East Coast tends to be more, European, I guess. Like, I use that loosely, but it's like kind of more European influenced on the literal East Coast than the rest of the country, right? I am nowhere near there. So, yeah, I don't see any access to stuff like this. Let's get real. It would be awesome if we had trains running not just the East Coast, but everywhere in the U.S., right? In theory, wouldn't it be amazing connecting Los Angeles to Phoenix to Albuquerque over to Dallas, all the way up to Chicago, right? Like Route 66 does, right? Wouldn't that be awesome to have that kind of distance covered by something that goes 200 miles per hour? And, it's super rigid and safe and easy for the traveler, right? It'd be amazing. There's a million ways you could stretch this, right? Even locally in my area, going from Chicago up to Madison, Wisconsin, over to Milwaukee, or down to St. Louis, Missouri, or something, right? That'd be amazing. But unfortunately, this has been, I feel like this has always been a thing, like an argument in the U.S. I think a lot of people in the U.S. do want this and might know of this and know how awesome it is. And for some reason, at the top here, right, politicians, governments, whatever, it just never gets done. It never happens. So on one hand, I'm glad to see that we at least sort of have two high-speed trains, and they're like a tease kind of, but at least they're there in theory. But on the other hand, it's very disappointing that we don't have anything that rivals what we just saw in Europe. That was crazy. In conclusion, the way those flew by and the sound and stuff gave me chills. And that's through a computer, through a screen, and through headphones. It's got to be quite the experience in person. Wow. Great suggestion. I really appreciate that. That was cool. I would love to hear, what you have to say in the comments, maybe some facts and info about this if you would like to expand upon this. And of course, I would love to hear your experience in using this type of rail over in European countries? What stands out to you? How awesome is it? Is there some drawbacks, that kind of thing? I would love to hear from you because this is very, very intriguing. It's going to be it for this one. My name is Ian. You're watching IWrocker. Until next time, y'all. I'll catch you later.